What's up, Michael Jordan collectors and investors? I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. So in this episode, I'll be covering the 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card. So this card has cooled off quite a bit. A PSA 9, which is a beautiful card, you can now pick up for under $30,000. If you can get this around the $20,000 range, that's an incredible investment. Right now is a really good buying opportunity for these cards. And I would not procrastinate on these cards if you've been wanting one for a long time, because we don't know when this is going to level off and it could start to climb again. We don't know. But right now, we know this is a good buying opportunity. It could drop some more, but why not just try and get the best one you can get right now? You can pretty much cherry pick through the grades right now. So card gems here. We have a lot to get into, so let's dig into this. All right, so starting at Leland Auctions, we had a PSA 10 end right here a couple of days ago, and it ended for $426,678. So this is the card right here. Okay, so also we had the one at Mile High Auctions. So the one at Mile High, this is what it looks like. And this one ended up ending at $421,428. So those ended almost identical. And at Golden Auctions, we still have these three right here. They're about to enter extended bidding, and that could take all night. So that's why I couldn't show you the end results of these. Once these finally end, they'll have a finalized price with the buyer's premium added, and I'll be able to get those prices to you. Like this one right here, $400,000. So this is going to be way above those other two once you add the 20% buyer's premium. So those three PSA 10s right there. Even the sticker is looking better than it has the last sale. And then here's a PSA, or this is a BGS 9.5. This is a high end right here. It's up to 71,000. And here's a BGS 9.5 low end. It's only up to 48,000. Like I said, these are about to enter into extended bidding. Here's a PSA 9. It's at 30,000. So with buyer's premium, that's going to be quite a bit higher than what it has been selling for here recently. So let's go to cardladder.com. Very great website. If you're interested in cardladder.com, you want to know what they're about, I have a link down below in the description that you can click on, and you can check those guys out. Very great resource here. So the PSA 1 has a pop of 139, and for the past 3 months, it's sold 19 times for an average of $3,235. And it last sold for $2,325, which was just on the 30th of March. And the high was $5,125 here in February, mid-February right there. So let's check eBay, see what we got. So here's one for $3,750, buy it now. Here's one for $3,969, or best offer. And here's the one for about $4,000, buy it now. And it just gets a little bit higher from there. A couple more options there. So PSA 2 has a pop of 202. For the past 3 months, sold 20 times for $3,718 average. And it last sold for $3,250 on the 2nd of April. And the high was $5,307, which was right here around mid-February as well. So mid-February is where all of these are spiking. We check eBay. We have one here, $4,499, buy it now. Here's $4,799, or best offer. Here's about $5,000 here, best buy it now. Here's about $5,000 right here, a best offer. And then it goes up to $6,500 best offer. So checking on the PSA 3, has a pop of 363. For the past 3 months, it's sold 15 times for an average of $4,887. And it last sold for $4,223. And the record high was $6,250. Right here in 31st of January. So let's check eBay. So we're looking at a card about 4,500. So here's a new listing, 2,000, no bids. There's another new listing, 4,375, 0 bids. So that's right at close to the average. So here's 4,599, buy it now. And here's 4,899, our best offer. And then we get up into the 5,000s and 6,000s. So plenty of options for that PSA 3. So PSA 4 has a pop of 734. It has sold 37 times in the last 3 months for an average of 5,288. So it last sold for 4,050, and that was on the 31st of March. And the record high was 8,595 right here on the 4th of February. So 4,000 and 5,200. So we're looking at something in between there for a good buying price. So here's 6,000, our best offer. There's about 6,000, buy it now. Here's 6,750, our best offer. There's 6,795, buy it now. And here's about 7,000, our best offer, and it just gets higher from here. There's lots of options on this card. Just pretty much come in here and cherry pick, like this one right here with tremendous centering and eye appeal. So PSA 5 has a pop of 1,086. Has sold 53 times in the last 3 months for 6,000 average. Last sold for 4,967, so about 5,000. And the record high was 8,600, which was here about mid-February. So about 5,000 and 6,000, so about 5,500 we're looking for. So here's 3,833, 8 bids, 5 days left. Here's 6,350, our best offer. There's about 6,500, our best offer. There's another one, 6,500, our best offer. Here's 7,000, buy it now. Here's 7,200, our best offer, and it just gets higher from there. A lot in the $7,000 range for the PSA 5s. So PSA 6 has a pop of 1,762. It has sold 57 times in the last 3 months on an average of 7,354, and it last sold for 6,000 on the 31st of March. So the record high was 11,800 here on the 2nd of February. If we check eBay, we have one here, 7,000, our best offer. Here's another 7,000 best offer. There's about 7,500, our best offer. There's 7,650, our best offer. Here's 8,149, our best offer. Here's 8,500, our best offer. There's another 8,500, our best offer. So these are all in the $8,000 range, but we're looking for something between $6,000 and $7,300. So let's look at the BGS 6. So this has a pop of 463. Sold 9 times in the last 3 months for an average of 6,392. Last sold for 7,000. So the record high was 7,700, and that was back on the 30th of January. So 7,000 is quite a good sell here. So we're looking for something between about 6,400 and 7,000. So it looks like we just had this one listing here for 11,000, our best offer. So BGS 6.5 has a pop of 636. Sold 8 times in the last 3 months for an average of 6,635. Last sold for 5,878 on the 19th of March. So it's been a while. The record high was 8,556 right here on the 18th of February. If we check eBay, we have one here for 5,800, no bids. Here's 8,995, buy it now. Here's 12,000, our best offer, and 14,650, our best offer. So that's the only options we have. BGS 7 has a pop of 989. Sold 12 times in the last 3 months for an average of 8,821. The last sold for 5,950 on the 31st of March. And the high was 12,700 right here on the 7th of February. So looks like it's been averaging about 7,000. So let's see what we got. Here's one 4,957, 23 bids. This has 2 days left. Here's 5,500, 18 bids, 3 days left. Here's 7,550, our best offer. Here's 8,500, buy it now. Here's 9,775 our best offer, and here's about 10,000 our best offer. So it's jumped up into the tens right here. Plenty of options on that card. PSA 7 has a pop of 3,506. So quite a population there. So it sold 134 times in the last 3 months for $9,712 average. It last sold for $7,075 on the 2nd of April. And the high was $15,900 back here on the 6th of February. So here recently it's been averaging anywhere from 7,000 to the mid sevens, so about 7,500. So let's see what we got on eBay. Here's 2,635 bids, 6 days left. Here's 5,323, 19 bids. This has about 5 days left. Here's about 7,000 new listing, no bids, has about 7 days left. Here's 7,770, no bids. Here's 8,100 or best offer. Here's 8,400, buy it now. Here's 8,800 or best offer. And we have plenty more options up here. Looks like it's jumped up to the $10,000 range up here. So BGS 7.5 has a pop of 1,472. For the past 3 months, it sold 21 times for 8,762 average. And it last sold for 6,384, which is on the 2nd of April. And the high was 13,000 back here on the 1st of February. So we're looking for something around $7,000 range. So here's 6,002 bids. Here's 7,185, 31 bids, 3 days left. Here's 10,275 or best offer. There's 10,500 or best offer. And there's plenty more options in the $10,000 range, and then it jumps up to 13,000. So PSA 8 has a pop of 7,861. So this is the most common grade right here. Sold 205 times in the last 3 months for an average of 15,390. And it last sold for 10,000 on the 2nd of April. And the high was 26,100 back here on the 5th of February. So here recently, actually, let's see. We'll let Card Ladder do it for us. We'll go 2 weeks. So the past 2 weeks we're averaging about 11,370. So let's see what we got on eBay for around 11,000. So here's 3,950, 23 bids, about 8 days left. Here's 4,552 bids, new listing. Here's 7,300, 12 bids. Here's 8,100, 28 bids. Here's 9,300, 20 bids, 3 days left. Here's 9,900, no bids. This has 4 days left. Here's 10,000, 26 bids, 53 minutes left. Here's 10,101, 40 bids. This ended, so let's see what it ended for. 11,501. So about at that average right there, right at the average. Here's 12,500 or best offer. So here's about 13,000 or best offer. Here's 13,000 or best offer. A lot of options here in the 13,000 range, and then it jumps up to the $15,000 range here. So we got a lot of options on this PSA 8. Remember, you're looking for something around 11 and 12,000 for a good buying price. Here's BGS 8 has a pop of 2,069. It sold 45 times in the last 3 months for 11,500 average. Last sold for 7,566, so quite a drop off. The record high was 17,800 back here on the 7th of February. So these last two sales have really bottomed out at around 7,700. Prior to that, it had been selling around $9,000 range. So let's see what we got on eBay. So here's 5,285, 13 bids. Here's 5,800, 11 bids. Here's 5,900, 42 bids. 9,262, buy it now. Here's about 10,000 or best offer. Here's 10,750 or best offer. And then you got a lot of options here in the $10,000 and $11,000 range. There's $12,000 range here. So a lot of options there. So All right, so let's look at the SGC 8. So the SGC 8 has a pop between 3 and 400. So this sold only 9 times in the last 3 months for 13,500 average. Last sold for 15,000 on the 30th of March. And the record was 19,000 back here on the 5th of February. So we're looking at something around 15. So before that had been selling 13, 11, and 10, and then it shot up to 15. So probably looking at something more around this average of 13 right here. So let's see what we got. So here's 3,550, 25 bids. Here's about 12,000 buy it now. Here's about 15,000 our best offer. And here's 25,000 and 24,000 best offer. So yeah. So SGC 8.5 also has a pop between 3 and 400. 8 sales in the last 3 months for 15,650 average. It last sold for 15,000, and the high was 20,000 back here on the 15th of February, so mid-February. So we just have the one listing here for 19,500, a best offer. So BGS 8.5 has a pop of 2,569. Sold 45 times in the last 3 months for an average of 14,540. And it last sold for 9,738 on the 30th of March. And the record high was 23,000 back here in the 4th of February. So these last few sales, I mean, we were, looks like 11,000, 12,000, 11,000, 10,000, 9,000. So it looks about 11,000 right there. We're looking for a good buying price. So here's one for 5,655, 14 bids. This has about 8 days left. Here's 6,600, 39 bids. Here's 6,766, 33 bids. Here's 11, well, that's an 8. That shouldn't be there. So here's 12,499, buy it now. Here's 13,500, or best offer. And then it just jumps up really high from there. So, but we were looking for, we're looking for about 11,000 on that one. So PSA 8.5 has a pop of 462. So 21 sales in the last 3 months for 24,710. Last sold for 16,350 on the 30th of March, and the high was 43,000 back here on the 2nd of February. So let's cut this down to 2 weeks to see. All right, that's only 2 sales. Let's go 1 month. All right, here's 11 sales, so averaging about 18,000 for the 11 sales. All right, let's see what we got on eBay. Here's 19,000, buy it now, so that's right at, that's a little bit above the average right there. But here's 19,750, our best offer. And here's about 20,000, our best offer, and it just jumps from there. So here's a SGC 9. So this has sold 8 times in the last 3 months for an average of 32,240. Last sold for 32,850 on the 19th of March, so a little bit ago. And the high was 57,600 right here on the 3rd of February. So we got one right here for 30,995. Buy it now, so that would be right at that average. Here's 39,950, our best offer. And here's about 50,000, our best offer. And that's the only 3 that we have. So PSA 9 has a pop of 2,777. This card right here has been on quite a ride. So 80 sales in the last 3 months for 51,150 average. But the last sale was 27,860. So this has been quite a fall, especially from this high of 89,000, which was just on the 8th of February. So since the 8th of February, it's just gone straight down. And now we're below 30,000. So like I said, incredible buying opportunity right now for a beautiful PSA 9 that you could possibly pick up. So let's look at all the options we have here. So here's one for 10,110, 3 bids. Here's 11,511, 21 bids, 23 hours left. Here's 23,711 bids, 1 hour left. Here's 30,329 bids. This is top 5% I appeal, so it's still getting that premium right there. Great card to get. So 35,000 our best offer. Here's 40,000 our best offer. Here's about 40,000 our best offer. Here's 41,900 best offer. Here's about 42,000 buy it now. Here's about 45,000 best offer, and you have plenty more options here in the $50,000 range. Here's another top 5% I appeal, 55,000 or best offer. So a lot of options there for the 9. So BGS 9 has a pop of 1,659. It sold 46 times for the last 3 months for an average of 32,190. It lasted for 22,600 on the 27th of March, and the high was 56,000. It was back here on the 7th of February. We also had a $55,000 sale on the 5th of March, wasn't too long ago. So this card has been really up and down. So here's a new listing, 5,500, 4 bids. Here's 12,201, 25 bids. Here's 20,000, 68 bids. This has 23 minutes left. Here's 20,000, 27 bids. Here's 21,223, 21 bids, 2 days left. There's 28,201, 61 bids. This is ended. So let's see what it ended for. It didn't move. 28,201 was the price. So this was 0.5 away from a gem. So had a premium on it. Here's this card, 30,327, no bids. 36,000 our best offer. There's about 36,000 our best offer again, and you got plenty here in the high 30s, low 40 range. So SGC 95. So this has a pop of 25. This sold only 4 times in the last 3 months for 85,100, but it last sold for 55,100. So quite a drop off from this high of 125,000, which was on the 31st of January. It had that $55,000 sale on the 15th of March. And there's none on eBay right now. It's quite a rare card for its pop. So BGS 95 has a pop of 526. So this sold 11 times in the last 3 months for an average of 95,000. It last sold for 91,000 back here on the 18th of March. And the high was 162,000 back here on the 30th of January, which was a high-end card. So I had quad 95s and above. All of these right here, low ends. It had at least 1 9 sub on it. So if we check eBay, we have a really, really nice one right here. This is a high-end card. This has two 10 subs on it. You have a 10 on the edges and a 10 on the surface. And this is up to 75,100, 36 bids, still has 3 days left. All right, so here's a 9.5 with a 9 on the surface, so 115,000 our best offer. Here's one has a 9 on the corners, 111,000, buy it now. Here's one right here, 149,000. Our best offer has a 9 on the centering. Here's a 9 on the center, 169,000, our best offer. This has a 9 on the surface, 175,000, our best offer. This one has a 9 on the corners, 175,000, our best offer. Here's a quad 9.5 for 200,000, buy it now. This one has a 9 on the surface, 250,000, our best offer. Here's a pair. This has a 9 on the edges. This one has a 9 on the corners, 380,000, our best offer. And here's a pair. You get the sticker. So this has a 9 on the surface, so 399,000 for the pair, our best offer. And that's it for 9.5s. So PSA 10 has a pop of 316. So sold 15 times in the last 3 months. That's a lot of sales for a PSA 10. So it averaged $500,000. It last sold for 426. And the high was 720,000 right here on the 30th of January, which was 2 sales. That was a pair. And there's also 2 that sold privately that night too for the same price. So we had 4 sales at about 700,000 on this night. And then we had this $426,000 sell, which was the Leland's auction. And then you had the $421,000 sell, which was that mile high card auction sell. So if we check eBay, let's see what eBay has still. They have one here for $550,000. Buy it now, and this says top 30 I appeal. Here's a pair. You get the sticker as well. So $850,000 or best offer for the pair there, and then you have one that's basically $1 million or best offer. So let's look at the recently ended listings on eBay, see what we got. We'll go back all the way back to the 27th. So we got a BGS 9 here for $19,911, 67 bids. Here's a 8.5 BGS for about $11,000, one bid. Here's a PSA 8 for $10,442 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for $12,640 bids. Here's a BGS 9, $33,598 bids. So yeah, these subs matter a lot. These subs make it fluctuate between 30 and low 20s and even below the 20s. So PSA 9 here for $32,999. Buy it now. Here is a PSA 1 listed for about $4,000, and the PSA 1 sold for $2,500. So $2,500 for PSA 1. So PSA 8, $10,600, 13 bids. PSA 2, $3,142, 33 bids. Here's a PSA 9 listed for $44,000. This one sold for $33,000. So $33,000. Here's a BGS 8.5 for about $16,000. Buy it now. Here's a SGC 7.5 sold for $6,600, 2 bids. Here's a PSA 8, $10,150, 26 bids. Here's a BGS 8 for about $15,000. Listing price, let's see what it went for. $12,200 on that. So $12,200. So PSA 4, 4,059 bids. Here's a BGS 8.5, 10,200, 16 bids. Here's a PSA 7, 7,650 bids. PSA 9, 32,679 bids. BGS 8, $7,724, 27 bids. Here is a PSA 5 for 5,044 bids. Here is a PSA 7, 7,524 bids. So it looks like PSA 7 and below, they're almost like 1,000 a grade. So PSA 8, 11,455, 46 bids. So, it jumps after the 7s. And it depends on eye appeal too. So some 7s will be in the 8,000 range, some will be in the 7,000 range. Here's a PSA 7 for 8,001, 16 bids. Here's a BGS 9 for 30,558 bids. So this is 0.5 away from a 9.5, so got that premium price there. So here's a PSA 3 for 3,750, 53 bids. Here's a PSA 8 listed for about 17,000, and this one sold for 12,800. 12,800. So PSA 8 here for 17,500 listing price, and this one went for 14,000. So big fluctuation on these 8s. So BGS 6.5 for about 5,500. Buy it now. Here's a PSA 4 listed for about 5,500, sold for 4,500. So 1,000 less on that negotiation there. So BGS 3.5 listed for 3,300. Let's see what they worked out. 3,000 best offer accepted. $3,000 on a 3.5 BGS. So PSA 4, 4,151, 31 bids. Here's a BGS 4.5 for 3,450, 42 bids. Here's a PSA 4 for 4,073, 49 bids. Here's a BGS 7.5, 11,100, 18 bids. Here's a BGS 9. It says buy now, 8,000. This is a scam, most likely. This guy has a lot of feedback. This is weird. PSA 9 for, yeah. I don't know what to make of that, guys. $8,000. We all know this sells anywhere from 20 to 30,000. So that's just odd sell. I wouldn't even look at that, honestly. PSA 7 here for 7,770, one bid. Here's a SGC 8 for about 15,000, one bid. Here's a BGS 3.5 listed for 3,000, and it went for 2,750. So here's a PSA 3, sold for 4,223, 50 bids. So here's a PSA 4, 4,850, 52 bids. So these are all the PWCC. This is the big auction that ended on the 30th. So these are good comps right here to look at. PSA 5, 5,401, 35 bids. These are good comps because you're getting bidders from all over the world on these ones. So these are solid prices right here. PSA 5, 4,534, 44 bids. Here's PSA 6, 6,100, 31 bids. Here's another PSA 6 for 5,000, 35 bids. Here's a PSA 6 for 5,400, 27 bids. Here's a PSA 7 for 8,200, 22 bids. Here's a PSA 7 for 7,400, 83 bids. Here's a PSA 7 for 7,321, 69 bids. Here's a PSA 7 for 7,100, 43 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for 11,101, 24 bids. Here's an 8 for 10,900, 38 bids. Here's another 8 for 10,101, 29 bids. Here's another one for 10,000, 23 bids. And here's one for 10,301, 25 bids. Here's another one for 8,701, 19 bids. So this one didn't have very good eye appeal. That's why it's much lower. So here's a BGS 8.5, 8,378, 46 bids. Here's another one, 8,700, 37 bids. And another one for 11,099, 47 bids. Probably had better subs on that one. Here's a PSA 8.5 for 16,350, 42 bids. Here's a BGS 9 for 21,911, 31 bids. And here's a BGS 9 for 22,600, 24 bids. Here's a PSA 9 for 33,100, 52 bids. Here's one for 33,211, 104 bids. Here's one for 29,200, 51 bids. 36,101, 44 bids. 29,800, 134 bids. Here's 36,100, 44 bids. This had top 30% eye appeal. And here's 46,779 bids. This had top 15% eye appeal. So just putting a premium on that eye appeal right there, a big premium. So here's a PSA 8 for 10,900, and it's sold for 10,300. And here's a 9 for 35,000, and the best offer accepted was 30,000 on that. So BGS 7, 5,500, one bid. Here's a 9, BGS 9, 20,829 bids. Here's a BGS 6, listed for 7,556. This would be American money here. But this is going to show you, this is not American money. That's why it looks higher. So you'd have to convert this to figure it out. But 8,800 in Canadian money. So 30,101, 30 bids on his PSA 9. So here's a PSA 3.5 for about 5,000, and it's sold for 3,300. So here is a PSA 4 for 4,050, 2 bids. Here's a BGS 8 for 7,566, 41 bids. Here's a PSA 8, 11,101, 34 bids. And here's one for 12,500, 40 bids. Here's a BGS 7.5 for 8,500, 36 bids. Here's a PSA 7, 7,100, 38 bids. Here's a BGS 7, 5,950, 60 bids. Here is a PSA 6 for 6,002, 38 bids. And here is a PSA 3.5 for about 4,000, and it's sold for 3,500. 3,500 on that. And here's a PSA 7 listed for about $8,500, and this sold for $7,500. So saved about $1,000 right there. Best offer accepted. Here's a PSA 7.5 for $7,000, one bid. Here's a PSA 1, $3,800. Buy it now. Here's a BGS 7.5 for $7,500, 7 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for $9,769, 44 bids. Here's a authentic altered BGS for about $3,500, one bid. Here is a 7 in a BCCG listed for $9,351 in American, but we're going to be looking at the Australian money right here. That's why it says 9,000 in Australian money. So I don't know how to convert that. You'd have to convert that to figure that out. All right, so PSA 8, 9,700, 49 bids. Here's a PSA 9, 45,191 bids. So incredible eye appeal right there. Got that premium price. So BGS 5, 4,050, 52 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for $10,301, 48 bids. Here's a PSA 7, 7,075, 51 bids. Here's another 7, 6,250, buy it now. Here's a PSA 9, 31,500, buy it now. Here's a BGS 9, 26,600, 12 bids. So then these 9s in both PSA and BGS are just all over the place. BGS 8, 7,350, 57 bids. And here is a raw fake card, 4,034. I don't know why you guys gotta be careful with these raw cards. Gotta be careful. But anyway, so that is my update for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And if you did, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next Michael Jordan Market Report.